If your partner is asexual and you're not, I need you to hear two truths at the same time. Your partner is not broken for not experiencing sexual attraction the way you do. And you're not shallow, selfish, or disgusting for wanting sex, touch, erotic connection, and mutual desire in your relationship. Both things can be true at the same time. And that is what makes this so painful. Because love may be real, commitment may be real, friendship may be real. But if one partner wants a sexual relationship and the other does not, you are not just dealing with low libido. You may be dealing with a mixed orientation relationship. And that requires honesty, not denial. Watch until the end, because I'm going to walk you through your real options when your partner is asexual and the relationship has become sexless. Hi, I am Dr. Tangie, the sex doctor, board-certified clinical sexologist, and in this channel, I speak truth without sugarcoating it. If you want direct, honest, and useful answers to your sex and relationship challenges, I invite you to subscribe. Your subscription is your way to tell me that you appreciate my work, and it helps this channel grow and reach more people who desperately need to hear this content without any financial investment or time from your part. So please do it right now. Find the subscribe button, click on it, like this video, and share it with someone who needs it. Thanks. Now, let's talk about what happens when your partner is asexual and you're trying to cope with the sexlessness. First, asexuality is not a defect. Let's start here. Asexuality is not a disease. It is not immaturity. It is not automatic trauma. It is not automatically hormonal dysfunction. It is not, they just haven't met the right person yet. Asexuality generally means a person experiences little to no sexual attraction. But asexuality is also a spectrum. Some asexual people are self-repulsed. Some are sex neutral. Some are sex favorable under specific conditions. Some enjoy affection, romance, cuddling, kissing, or sensual touch. Some do not. Some are romantic. Some are aromantic. Some may participate in sex for closeness, curiosity, bonding, or partner care. Others experience sex as unpleasant, invasive, confusing, or completely unwanted. So the first mistake is assuming you know what asexuality means for your partner. You need to ask, not accuse. Ask. But here's the truth people avoid. Asexuality changes the relationship agreement. If you entered a relationship believing it would include sex, erotic connection, affection, and monogamy, and later discovered that your partner does not want sex or does not experience sexual attraction, that matters. Not because they're wrong, not because you are entitled to their body automatically after you get married, but because the relationship agreement has changed. If the relationship is monogamous, sexual exclusivity usually means I will not seek sexual connection elsewhere because we are building that part of life together. But if sex is not available inside the relationship and not allowed outside the relationship, then the allosexual partner may experience that as permanent, unwanted celibacy. And that needs to be named. No one owes sex. I've said it before, I'll say it again. But no one should be silently assigned a life of unwanted celibacy without a real conversation. That is the ethical center of this entire topic. And do not try to fix your asexual partner. That is important for you to know. If your partner is truly asexual, your goal should not be to convert them into an allosexual person. Do not say, you just need therapy. You just need hormones. You just need to try harder. You just need to love me more. You just need to get over it. That is not love. That is pressure. And pressure does not create desire. Pressure creates a shutdown. But, and this is a big but, if the issue is not actually asexuality, then the couple needs clarity. Because sometimes people use the word asexual when what they really mean is, I have sexual trauma. I am in pain. I have religious shame. I have depression. I have low hormones. I have medication side effects. I am no longer attracted to you. I do not want sex in this relationship. I have never enjoyed the kind of sex you and I were having. I feel pressured and my body has shut down. Those are different situations. So the goal is not to challenge someone's identity. The goal is to understand what is actually true. So let me guide you to ask the right questions. If your partner says they are asexual, you need a calm, adult conversation. Not in bed, not after rejection, not while crying, not while angry. Sit down and ask, what does asexuality mean for you? Do you experience romantic attraction? Do you enjoy affection? Are you self-repulsed, self-neutral, or sometimes open to sexual touch? Is there any kind of erotic or sensual contact that feels good or acceptable to you? Do you want a relationship that includes sex at all? Did you know this about yourself when we committed to each other? Are you expecting lifelong monogamy with no sexual outlet? Are you open to any form of renegotiation? Those questions matter because you are not just asking, will we have sex? You're asking, what relationship are we actually in? If they knew before and did not tell you, that is a totally different conversation. Let's be honest. Some people discover their asexuality later. They may not have had language for it. They may have thought everyone felt the way they did. They may have forced themselves to have sex because they believed that was what relationships required. They may have been confused, ashamed, or scared, and that deserves compassion. But if someone knew clearly before commitment that they did not want a sexual relationship and allowed their partner to believe sex would be part of the relationship long term, that is not just orientation. That is a disclosure issue and failure. And disclosure matters because consent is not only about sex. Consent is about the kind of relationship that you want. It's also about the relationship agreement. You cannot ethically let someone commit to a relationship model they would not have chosen if they had known the truth. That does not make the asexual partner evil, but it does mean repair requires honesty. So stop calling yourself shallow for grieving. This is for the partner who still wants sex. You may feel guilty. You may think they can't help being asexual, so I should just accept it. Sex shouldn't matter this much. I must be a bad person if I consider leaving over this. Nope. Sexuality matters to many people. Touch matters. Feeling desired matters. Erotic connection matters. Being chosen matters. And when that disappears, people grieve. That is normal. You may grieve. You may grieve the sex life you thought you would have. The feeling of being wanted. The spontaneity that you expected in the relationship. The playfulness. The intimacy. the part of yourself that feels alive through sexuality. That grief is absolutely real. Do not shame yourself for it. Your partner's asexuality is valid. Your sexual needs are also valid. The question is compatibility. So here's one option. Build a mixed orientation relationship with clear agreements. Some couples can make this work, but not through denial, but through structure. A workable mixed orientation relationship may include honest language, clear boundaries, affection that does not feel coercive, a sensual menu both people consent to, scheduled check-ins, no pressure, no hidden resentment, no pretending. You may create an intimacy menu with 3 categories. Category 1, always okay. For example, hugging, cuddling, holding hands, kissing, sleeping close to each other, massaging each other. Category 2, maybe, depending on context. For example, naked cuddling, sensual touch, erotic conversation, manual touch, sexual play without penetration. Category 3, not okay. For example, intercourse, oral sex, genital touch, sexual initiation, whatever the person truly does not consent to. This removes guessing. And it also prevents the allosexual partner from interpreting every cuddle as a possible doorway to sex. And it protects the asexual partner from feeling like every affectionate moment is a trap. Option 2, redefine sex if both people genuinely consent. Some asexual people may be open to sexual activity under certain conditions. Some are not. The key is genuine consent. Not duty, not fear, not I'll do it so you don't leave me, not let me get it over with, not body disconnected compliance, but genuine consent. That sounds like I do not experience sexual attraction the same way you do, but I do enjoy closeness, and I am open to exploring some forms of touch that feel good to me. Or I am not usually sexually motivated, but I like pleasing you in these specific ways when there is no pressure. Or I am open to sensual intimacy, but intercourse is not something I want. That is very different from duty sex. And if sexual activity makes the asexual partner feel violated, resentful, numb, or disgusted, then stop. A relationship cannot be healed by making one partner endure sex. But it also cannot be healed by making the other partner pretend sexlessness does not hurt. That is why you need negotiation. Option 3, ethical non-monogamy, but only with explicit consent. This is where many people go next. They ask, if my partner is asexual, should I be allowed to have sex elsewhere? Maybe, but not automatically. Asexuality does not automatically create a hall pass. Sexlessness does not automatically create permission. Ethical non-monogamy requires clear, explicit, informed consent. Not silence, not resentment, not don't ask, don't tell, not do whatever, not I don't want to know when nobody has discussed boundaries. If this is on the table, the conversation has to be direct and honest. Are we considering opening the relationship sexually? What would be allowed? What would not be allowed? Would emotional connection be allowed? What about safer sex? What about privacy? What about money? What about jealousy? What happens if attachment develops? What happens if one of us changes our mind? Some mixed orientation couples use ethical non-monogamy to preserve the romantic partnership while acknowledging sexual incompatibility. Others cannot tolerate it emotionally, and both are valid. But ambiguity is dangerous. Do not build your life on assumptions. Option 4, companionate partnership. Another option is accepting the relationship is non-sexual. Some couples choose this consciously. They say, we love each other, we are family, we're companions. Sex is not part of this relationship. We're choosing this with open eyes. That can work if both people genuinely consent, but it does not work when one partner is quietly dying inside and calling it loyalty. If you choose a companionate relationship, be honest about the cost. Do not pretend you're fine if you're not fine. Do not become bitter and then punish your partner for an agreement you secretly resent. A sexless companionate relationship is only ethical when both people are choosing it freely. Option 5, separate with compassion. This is the option people are afraid to say out loud. Sometimes love is real and compatibility is not. Sometimes your partner is asexual, but you're not. They do not want sex, but you do. They want monogamy. You cannot live in permanent celibacy. They feel pressured by your desire. You feel erased by their lack of desire. Nobody's evil, but the relationship may not be sustainable. Leaving does not mean you hate them. Leaving does not mean asexuality is wrong. Leaving may mean, I love you, but I cannot live a life where my sexuality has no place. And the asexual partner may also need to say, I love you, but I cannot keep feeling pressured to provide a sexual relationship I do not want. That is painful, but it may be honest. And honest pain is often healthier than silent resentment. And this is what not to do. Do not cheat and call it self-care. Do not pressure your partner and call it intimacy. Do not shame asexuality. Do not erase your own sexuality either. Do not stay and punish them. Do not leave and villainize them. Do not weaponize therapy to make them sexual. Do not use no one owes sex to shut down the allosexual partner's grieve. And do not use I need sex to override the asexual partner's consent. This is not about who is right. This is about whether the relationship structure fits both people. And this is the clean boundary script I would like to propose. If you are the allosexual partner, try this. I respect that you are asexual, and I am not asking you to be someone you're not. I also need to be honest that a sexless relationship is painful for me. I need us to talk about what our relationship agreement is now. Are we building a non-sexual partnership, exploring some forms of intimacy, considering ethical non-monogamy, or facing that we may not be compatible? I do not want to pressure you, but I also cannot pretend this does not affect me. That is respectful, that is clear, and that is not coercion. That is adulthood. And if you are the asexual partner, try this. I need you to know that my asexuality is not a rejection of your worth. I understand that my relationship to sex affects you, and I do not want to dismiss your pain. I also need my consent and boundaries respected. I am willing to talk honestly about what intimacy can look like for us and whether this relationship can meet both of us. That is compassionate. That is accountable. That protects both people. The bottom line, asexuality is valid. Sexual desire is valid. Consent is non-negotiable. Grief is allowed. Compatibility matters. And love does not automatically solve a sexual orientation mismatch. So if your partner is asexual and you're coping with sexlessness, stop asking only, how do I tolerate this? Ask, what relationship are we actually agreeing to? Can both of us live inside it without resentment? Are we being honest? Are we choosing this freely? Or are we both slowly disappearing to avoid the truth? Because the goal is not to force sex. The goal is to stop living in silent, painful ambiguity. Let me ask you, are you in a relationship where one partner is asexual and the other still wants sex? What has been hardest? The lack of sex, the lack of clarity, the guilt, the grief, or the fear of leaving? And do you believe a mixed orientation relationship can work with the right agreements? I read the comments and I know this topic needs compassion, not cruelty. As usual, I wish you safe, healthy, and pleasurable sex of whatever kind you practice. See you next time.